Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. How are you all doing today? I am a little bit sleepy. I did not sleep very well, but I've had some coffee, and so that's a little helpful. And I've been up for a little while, so I think I'm awake enough to make some sense this morning. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Happy Wednesday. So we're almost halfway through the week by the end of the day. So things are good. And I think the sun is supposed to shine today. So that is a big thing for me. I love the sunshine. So we're going to look at least common multiple again today using the ladder method this time. We looked at it with the big M on Monday, yesterday with prime factorization. So today, ladder method, which is my favorite method. Just like prime factorization, I think this helps students see the factors that numbers have in common and helps them get an idea of where the LCM actually comes from and why it is what it is. So I've seen some people call this the birthday cake method, the upside down birthday cake method. Other names are given for it, but I use the ladder method. So all students need to do when they're using the ladder method is look at the two numbers, 6 and 8. I'm going to use the same numbers that I used the last couple days, and find a factor that they have in common. So oftentimes, students can identify if there's a 2 in there, if they're even numbers, and they can easily start with 2. So we'll start with 2. We divide, can't talk this morning because I'm sleepy. Divide 6 by 2, and we get 3. Divide 8 by 2, and we get 4. Okay. And then with the ladder method, once you get to this point where there are no other factors that they have in common, you are finished doing your division, and then you can take your actions with what you want to do with this particular ladder. So in this case, since we're finding LCM, all we need to do is multiply all the numbers that are on the outside of the ladder. So 2 times 3 times 4, and gives us 24, just like the other day. Okay, so we'll look at one or two more examples. We'll look at 12 and 16, just to go with a couple bigger numbers. So again, students can start, I like to have them start with prime numbers if possible, because if they do prime factorization with the ladder method, they're picking the prime numbers. So I like to, even if we're not doing prime factorization, we're doing LCM or GCF, I like them to start with prime numbers if possible. So again, they can pick out that 2 is in there. Divide 12 by 2 and get 6. Divide 16 by 2 and get 8. Now, these still have factors in common, so we're going to extend the ladder. Sorry, it's the wrong color. And they can see, again, divide by 2 and get 3 and 4. And at this point, 3 and 4 do not have any factors in common, so they can stop there and then multiply all the numbers on the outside. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12 this morning, right? Yeah. And then 3 times 4 is, 12 times 4 is 48. So we have the LCM of 12 and 16 as 48. And I'll do one more quick one. I'm going to do 7 and 9. And in this case, they have nothing in common. So, except for 1. So students could put a 1 out there, divide by 1 and get 7 and 9, and then multiply those 3 numbers together and find that 63 is actually the LCM. In this case, it is multiplying those 2 numbers together. But here they can see that they had no factors in common. They had nothing in common contributing to the LCM. The only thing they had was 1 and 7 and 9, and there we go, 63. Okay, so that is it today. If you have any questions, if you've never used this method before and you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments at some point in time. And tomorrow we're going to look at greatest common factor, a couple different ways to do greatest common factor. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope the sun is shining on you. And if you like rain like my daughter does, well, I hope it's raining on you then. So have a great day.